survival. We've had a good day so far. We're hoping to encounter some good weather. Welcome to Arkansas, the natural state. They're talking about their water. Natural spring water. The mountains of Ozark. This is the Ozark National Forest. 1.8 million acres of national forest. So cool. This place is awesome. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Get us one.
You get him on? Yeah, pleasure to meet you. Out in the middle of nowhere.
People come in here sometimes, they got a rope out there to swing off of. Now you very likely see a deer.
More than likely to see a deer?
More than likely than usually. I'll be up there about 9 o'clock.
Okay. See you guys in 5 days. Well, we're all alone now. Out in the middle of Ozark, Arkansas. And it's up to us to survive for 5 days out here. So we're gonna start by trying to find a suitable place for a shelter, and hopefully we can make it before dark. We probably got about 3 hours of sunlight. All right. Well, pros and cons for going over the river. The pros is more out of the way. There's kind of a lot of bugs over here. We may want to back up off of this river for a shelter. I heard something in that brush. I'm gonna try to figure out what it is. Something big. Something big. Another method is to get it out by the flush test. Ha! Well, whatever it was, it's gone now. Well, we're on our way to go see if there's a better way that we can get across the river. There's some more options on the other side that will make for better shelter. So we're gonna go downstream and check it out, see if there's a more shallower way to get across. Well, it's hot and humid, but we found a spot across the river where we don't have to jump in. And if we jump on this tree, jump over, get to those rocks, we can walk across. The plan now is to go get all the stuff that you guys gave me and take it up the mountain and then make a shelter on the top. Well, we're on our way back to get our stuff, and I found this patch of grass that's been matted down. Something big was lying here. It might be a big hog or a deer or something big. All right, well, we're here at the river. And we've got all of our stuff. It's quite a hike there and back, but we're pretty worn out. And what we need to do is cross the river and get to the other side and see if we can find a spot to make our shelter. We gotta be careful, watch your footing, and here goes nothing. That's the path that we just trailed with all these bags. We're worn out, but the plan for tonight, we found a good straight area right under this embankment. And so we're gonna level it off a little bit. Just do like a quickie shelter, just to maybe block that entrance, block this entrance. So we should be pretty protected. So we're gonna set up shelter here, then hang out in the river. Well, the good news is we're kind of finished doing our shelter. Got a barrier there. That's where we're gonna sleep. Fire pit. We got kind of a ledge that overhangs. But I am so tired. This thing, we needed firewood. So I dragged that baby right up that cliff, all the way from over there. Had a saw it in half. That should give us some good thick dry wood. All right, we're ready to start the fire. Using the tissue some of you gave me and some flint. Well, the last time I did this, there's coyotes all around me. So there's a lot less pressure this time. Oh, there we go. Come on, baby, burn. The hotter we get this thing, the quicker this stuff will dry out. Well, we're here ready to go to bed. It's maybe 10:30 and made good progress. Just a quick shelter. Got the fire going here. So time to get some sleep. We're exhausted. Good night. First night's definitely the hardest. Well, it was a good night. Not a whole lot of things bothered us up here. But this is where we were for the night. Kind of on top of this ledge. So we got a clothes hanging up. That's what's left of our fire. Now for the morning's activities. So what we're gonna do is fill up 2 water bottles with this water. And we got 2 water bottles filled with the water from the stream. And we're gonna put the purification tablets in it and see what tastes better. This looks to be pretty pure, coming right off of the moss here. The moss will act as a filter. I'm gonna put the cap on loosely and just keep them on. And in 5 minutes, we're gonna shake it and allow a little of the water to come out. And what that's gonna do is actually purify the top part of the bottle. So we'll wait 30 minutes and then it should be safe to drink. All right, good news. Good news, I found breakfast. We found in this river right there, under all of those rocks, they have these freshwater lobsters. Yeah, freshwater lobsters. So check this out. It's about 20 minutes. Oh yeah, 2 of them. That's what I call lunch. We're gonna get a fire started and fry those babies up. Boiled them. See if you can see them in there. So the tails have turned red. They were gray earlier, so I'm thinking that that is because they are done. Sweet. There we have it. And these guys, what I'm going to do is cut off the tail and try that first. There's the meat. Yes. There we go. Now, I've seen a lot of these in the stream here. So if this is any good, then we can definitely find a lot more of these. This may be our main meal because we haven't seen anything else here to eat. Here goes another. Little poop, little guts, and it's good. Like lobster. Sweet. A little gritty, but not too bad. Well, the crawdad was so good, we decided to get more. Problem is they're really hard to catch, and they're really fast. And I just had that tin can I dumped them out of, and got them to go in it, but it took 20 minutes just for 2. So what I'm doing is making a net. I've got a sapling that bends pretty well, and then fortified like a smaller sapling with duct tape. And I'm going to cut up my t-shirt and and wrap it around and make it a net. All right. Check this out. Right through the head. That is what I call spearfishing, but with a blowgun. Still alive. Well, we've had a good afternoon. We spent pretty much all afternoon here. We call it the beach, actually. I've kind of been looking for the crawdads, and I made a net. So what we're gonna do is make a snare and see if we can get something. There's been some tracks along the beach, so we're gonna set a snare. And what I've basically got is a stick that I've pushed in the ground here, and I skinned it so that it could bend easier. And I've got this in a noose, just like this, so it'll tighten up. So what I'm gonna use is this top branch up here, and pull this down, tie it, and that should give me a good spring. This is the trigger. Well, it's the end of day 2, and we're settled here, ready to go to bed. It's about 10:45. What we did, we're basically sleeping on a shelf, and so I didn't get hardly any sleep last night. We got rocks like this, and my back's twisted, and so we got some leaves. We spent some time leveling out the floor here, and dumped the leaves on top, and so hopefully we should get a better night's sleep tonight. So, see you in the morning. Good morning. Well, second night was a lot better sleep-wise. Slept almost the whole night. So that was good. But I have to wake up like every 15 minutes and turn over because I get cramps because the surface is pretty hard that I'm sleeping on. And then it's just like I gotta clean gunk out of my eyes every 15 minutes because I'm not used to sleeping in contacts. And then it's like I sleep with my mouth open, and then there's like creepy crawlies in my mouth, and I gotta either swallow them or spit them out. So that's disgusting. Anyways, but second night was a lot better. Got a lot more sleep. Well, I'm starting the day off with I found this in my pack that one of you guys gave me. These hand wipes. And so I got to wash my hands. You don't know how good that feels. And next, I'm going to celebrate this momentous occasion by using the little piece of dental floss one of you gave me, since I haven't brushed my teeth in 3 days. So this is going to be great. Well, thank you to whoever gave the needle and thread. We actually had a casualty. One of our pants busted. So we're using the needle and thread to try and as best we can sew back the tear. Gotta be resourceful in survival. Perfecto mundo. Well, this morning's agenda is to climb to the top of the mountain. We just want to get a layout of the land, see if we can find anything, like any animals to shoot with a bowgun or anything like that. So before we do that, we're going to go ahead and fill up all of our water bottles. We've already filled up 3, and it's really important that you stay hydrated. You know, with a walk like that, with it being as hot as it is, like you need as much water as you can. So. Well, it's our tradition when we fill up the water. We've done it every day so far. We have to wait 30 minutes for the tablets to take into effect, the purification tablets. So that's kind of the time when we do our devotions. Got a verse, Psalm 19, 1-3, says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Day unto day utters speech, and night unto night reveals knowledge." It's been really neat to be out here and just be in the midst of like the beauty and vastness of God's creation, and just see how everything was formed, purposefully formed. you know, and just the beauty with the waterfall and all of the trees. It's been awesome to get away and just experience that. We're about to head up the mountain and go to the very top, see what we see. Before we do though, we're gonna go ahead and drink one of our bottles of water. We filled it up at the waterfall. I put the tablet in to purify it. I'm just gonna let you know it tastes like you're drinking a swimming pool. So the best technique is to just drink as much as you can at once. And it's not very appealing. It looks like you're drinking your own pee. So. All right, we're saying goodbye to home and making our way up the mountain. Like these trees are always in the wrong place. How low can he go? Oh, God. We figure if we follow the waterfall up the mountain, we'll have a for sure way of knowing how to get back down. Well, we just traversed this path. We had to go around this big gorge, and so we're trying to follow the water here as far as we can to the top. The footing is actually easier on this stuff than it is through all of that. That's where we came. So, on our way up. Two roads diverged in the yellow wood. Sorry I could not travel both. The creek goes up that way and also up that way. It looks to be a little more creek that way, so we're gonna head up that way. Yeah, always check where your footing is before you put all your weight on it. Well, the higher we get, the less the flow is on this waterfall, on the waterfalls following the creek. So we're just about out of water, so we're gonna go ahead and refill before we get to the top. All right, we're gonna make our way up this waterfall. Moss, when it gets wet, is really slippery, so we gotta really be careful. Well, we've gotten up here and the terrain is starting to level off. So we're gonna continue to look around, see if it goes up anymore, or if this is the top, and see what we can find, hoping that there'll be more squirrels and other things. All right, check this out. We're almost to the top, but look what I'm finding. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's gonna make a good meal. Those would be blackberries. Those would be blackberries. Very much so, looking forward to that. I mean, we are frying. I'm dripping so much sweat. I've got to lost like 2 gallons so far. We've been drinking the whole way up, but I mean, I am sweating like a pig. But we are almost to the top. I mean, the fauna, the flora is changing tremendously. Fauna actually too. There's different looking trees. You got these big pines. I see the sky. So I'm gonna keep on trudging. See if I can find an opening up here. Uh-oh, sweet. Yeah! All right. Check this out. Looks like an old logging road. Excellent. If we're lucky enough, maybe they have a trail to the bottom. That would be sweet. Very sweet. Oh. Oh. Well, I guess we should get moving. Walked up and saw a deer in this patch of shrubs. Scared me half to death. It's huge. I'm gonna see what it was looking. Maybe there were some more berries. So I'm gonna pick them. There's nothing. Tad tart, not too bad. Tastes kind of like a blackberry. It's a really good taste in my mouth, that's for sure. Look right off the vine. Really hitting the spot. Well, we decided to take the easier road, so we're hoping that this will take us down far enough to where we can hit the river and then go right. Well, we're here going down and it's starting to rain, so that's not a good sign. We may be riding this river all the way down, which we haven't found yet. So that's what we just walked down. We're almost to our shelter. So it's just right over this ridge and straight across. I think I can see it. So here we go. It didn't take us nearly as long to get down as it did to come up. Basically, we went all the way to the top. I did see a deer. So I ate 30 to 40 blackberries. So that was nice. Sure hit the spot too. Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. Home sweet home. Well, we made it back just in time. We're filling up our water bottles and then all this started. It is coming down like crazy. And our path down to the beach is gonna be so muddy, we may be slipping and sliding the whole time. I just barely got all of our clothes off the line. They're still kind of wet, but a couple bags wet, but all around okay. A lesson to remember: make sure every time you go out in a survival situation, you put all of your stuff protected by the elements, all of it. Zip it up, put it under the ledge. If we didn't quite do that, we got our stuff rained on. So, lesson learned. So, what we're gonna do is use some of the rope that you guys gave me, attach it to this tree, and string it all the way down. That should give us a better way to get up. I tried to do something to make my night stay better, okay, my sleeping better. I put some moss down on top of the leaves that we had there last night, so hopefully I won't wake up every 30 minutes like I've been. So we're ready for bed. Last day, well, we got 2 days left, but last full day tomorrow. So good night. Well, did I mention that it rained earlier? Man, it's made it miserable. I am soaking wet. I smell terrible. It's so bad. Every once in a while, I'll just get a whiff of myself. It's like a mixture between a river and body odor and like wet human, like second behind a wet dog. And it's just disgusting. Oh man. Like, I'm hoping I can just get through tonight. That's my key, get through tonight, because I'm wet. I mean, all my pants are wet, my socks are wet, my shirt's wet, everything that I'm sleeping on is wet, my backpack is wet. It's just like I'm a big wet mess. So, I'm praying that the Lord will get me through this one. Sorry. Oi. That's all I gotta say. I'm just as wet as I was last night, and I made the mistake of sleeping on my stomach, which normally would be okay, but on ground like this, it made my entire upper body numb. So I woke up and could not move. I felt like I was stuck in a bowl of Jello. It was bad. Oy. Well, I'm on my way to go check the snare that we set last night. Ooh. See if there's anything in it. That would be great. I've not had a whole lot to eat. A couple of berries, a lot of water that tastes like drinking from the pool, and looks like it's pee. I'd probably rather be drinking pee. Well, still set. Looks like some of the corn's gone though. Win some, you lose some. Basically, the goal for today is to walk straight up the river as far as we can and see if we can find anything, maybe some good fishing spots or find any animals along the way. And so that's our job for today. So should be interesting. And just one word. That's slippery. The journey was slippery the entire way. We're slipping and sliding. We saw one deer, saw a snake, saw a frog, and that was about it. So it was a great journey. It was really relaxing. There were some parts that the river was super high. I mean, I was like up to my neck, like eye level with the bank, which was kind of creepy. But good trek and got a good layout of the land. We went past this mountain here, and so very beautiful. Well, we came back from our river walk and the snare was tripped. There you can see the first part of it right there. And then the wire is straight up this tree. Right there. But no animal. What a shame. You win some, you lose some. But I sure am hungry. Speaking of hungry, I'm gonna go ahead and try for dinner to catch some more of those crawdads and see if we can boil those up. The hand, the human hand is quick and claw-proof. Check it out. I got so many in here, they're bursting out of the seams. I must have at least 15. I realized that if you trap them behind a rock, you can lift up the rock slowly and they'll try to swim upstream and then do it a lot slower so you can grab them. Anyways, dinner. This is dinner. And basically, you know they're ready whenever they turn red, and the edible part is the tail. So you just got to dislodge the tail and then peel off the shell and good to go. After walking in the river the entire day, you have no idea how good this feels. Wow. Woo! You don't know how nice it is to be in dry clothes. All right, well, we got the last of our trash, and so we're gonna get rid of it in one final kaboom. Burn, baby, burn. Well, we've just had a really nice day today. Today was our last full day, and basically all we did was go up the river for a couple miles. I mean, we went for probably 3 hours, and then came back. It was really cool. I had a good time. It was relaxing. Like, it cooled us off. Like, it's been hot during the days, and compared to the day before, where we climbed up the mountain and back, I never sweated that much in my life. It was just awesome today. So spirits are high. But can't wait for some Campizanos tomorrow. So this is our last night, so hopefully all goes well. Good night. Well, last night went pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready for my nice fluffy bed. Yeah. Well, we're gonna pack up all of our stuff, and what we have to do today is go find and get to the spot to where we were dropped off. So we gotta kind of put everything back together how it was before we came, and then head that way. So that's the plan. Well, how'd you like that ride? Took a little tumble off the cliff. Sorry. Time to say goodbye. We're out of here. So we're on our way to our rendezvous point. Hopefully they're there. We may have to really survive. All right. rescue. If I learned anything, it was just that nature can be brutal at times, but you gotta find the things that lift your spirits. I was really down after it rained so much, and I had to go to sleep wet, at least try to go to sleep. But then the next day, just trampling through the river, it's a lot better for me. Yeah, and last night was awesome. We got a fire, some hot crawdads. I mean, it was just perfect. So the things to take back too, it's just awesome to get away. It really is. And just be quiet. The Bible says, be still and know that I am God. And you know, a lot of times we don't get to do that in our everyday life. It's kind of why I like to do these trips. We don't always get to be still and just focus on like who God created you to be. Swimming in a river, making a fire, climbing up the mountain, getting us tired. I can't wait to brush my teeth. Oh, I just can't wait to be clean.